And here GM goes again. Your guy Mikey with Machini.com on the celly. And we're talking about the C8 Z06, the latest model from Chevrolet, the big hitter. The news doesn't look good from Hoovy's Garage. These guys are guys that kind of go in and fix the cars and make them better. And they made all their money off the big time YouTube views that they've been getting, shouting out car repair. Definitely petrol heads. He had enough money to go ahead and get a brand new Z06. I love the look of it. It definitely has moved up in the maturity department, in my opinion. Does it look better than the C7 Z06? Depends if you're a front engine guy versus a rear engine guy. That said, the new ones are having issues, and that is the problem. The problem. GM strikes again. I'm telling you, the reputation of GM when they first release cars is not too good. And maybe because there's so many that can be released. You see, Ferrari and Lamborghini and all these high-end, low niche, low quantity build cars don't have the same type of notoriety except one guy. And it's another English speaker. It's called the McLaren. Those guys went through the ringer. I'm telling you. I thought I was going to break them. I really thought McLaren was going to go under with all the bad press they were getting from all the channels a couple years back. But the LT6, the Z06, brand new engine, the flat plane crank, naturally aspirated, high horsepower, high RPM. You see the 8,600 RPM red line. First ever. I can't lie to you that I didn't expect some issues from GM. Okay. Then let's remember all the way. That sounds amazing. Does it? You know, it's just sad that it had to happen to them with all the good press they were getting, right? When you look at the GM nameplate. When I get into looking at what the capabilities are of this car, and I'm just bringing us to the press release here. I'm showing you guys how to do it as well. It really puts a smile on my face to know that GM released a car with this type of capability, okay, to the public for $105,000. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. I'm gonna land the plane in a second. You got Ferrari attributes in the naturally aspirated V8 engine, okay, and flat plane crank as we mentioned before, and you got the high RPMs that are again very Italian. You got the look that's very Italian. You got the reliability that's very Italian. Here goes the presser. Here goes the presser with the Z06 that drives me crazy. You got dealers marking it up like it's a Ferrari. That orange is sick. I mean, seriously, that picture is amazing. Obviously color coded, but you know, when you got a car that costs that much freaking money, okay? When you got a car that costs that much freaking money, it's a pain in the ass to let things go. Okay? It is. I mean, you're not going to be able, with the 5.5 liter, 670 horsepower engine, let things go at 260 to 300,000. Yes, I've seen those markups on the Z06. You're not going to be able to let it go. On 105,000 with this day in inflation, you may say that's all right. I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. But when you get to that price range, okay, it becomes a problem, and you have to be to a higher tier because not only are you mimicking Ferrari, you have the same look as Ferrari, but you don't have the same prestige as Ferrari. Therefore, you kind of got to do what Hyundai Kia did to the American luxury brands. They came in with a lower price, which Chevy tried to do, but dealers are marketing it up, and they have a big-ass warranty on the Kias and Hyundais. The forever warranty, essentially, right? Remember the 100,000 mile warranty on them? And that made total sense, okay? but performance capabilities of this car, you cannot doubt a car that can do two personalities better than this. Maybe, in my opinion, maybe a Porsche. But let me tell you what Porsche falls short. Okay, I'm gonna be a little picky here. I'm being in an area where, well, they didn't buy a sports car for that. There's more room to pack shit in the Z06 versus the Porsche. So it kind of plays the role of a GT almost, comfortable GT, and a super sports car. That's why it may never reach the limits that the GT3 RS can hit. Okay? Everything about the car exudes, I'm here to play ball, right? Naturally aspirated engine, you're not going to get that much torque. It's something that you wedge up to, right? That you beat up to. And what I mean beat up to is it's kind of like you're throwing punches at a bag at a slow rate, and then you begin to pick up speed, and then you get the rapido, and that's a naturally aspirated high RPM engines. And when you wind that thing up to a level, man, I swear to God, it's just like a high RPM motorcycle. Nothing sounds better or feels better than that. That's why electric cars, I'll be the last one to go over to those examples. The last one. Don't care. Okay? I'm a petrol head. There's that engine feel. I don't care. Yes, they're all faster. Doesn't matter. That noise that this thing probably makes, haven't seen one in person or heard one in person, has to be stupid. And then you add on to the performance numbers that will probably stay with the regular GT3, not the RS. It'll probably stay with the regular GT3. And yes, that's the competition base that I'm basing it off of. And then you got an otherworldly car. So when you have this type of the other models that go against you, the McLaren, the entry level, the Arturo that just released it with the V6 and the old ass NSX, or be the Type S's come out, right? R8 has gone to bed. The Huracan Evo, right? Huracan Evo to me still sounds better. You got the Ferraris, right? It's not many start there, but maybe F8 Tributo, a little maybe stretching it, but that's around where this thing is, right? The Tributo, and then you got the Porsche group, and so again, strong competition means you need to be able to come forth with something better, because you're American. You already come in with 10 down demerits. But GM, it looks like, has let some of the fans down with this thing. I hope it's not a long-lived issue, but the fact that they are re-mentioning these engine issues freaking sucks for Chevy. And I bet the other models do have it, but no one ever talks about it. The media will drag GM to the grain. But in my opinion, for bang for the buck, if dealers didn't mark up, you could live with that pain. But because of the dealer markup, that's where I start to see the issue. That's why I start to see the anger and the pushback. But of course, obviously the 10.5 second quarter mile time, the capability of doing 1.22 Gs around the corner of G-force for road hugging, top of the charts, right? Top of the charts. 186 mile per hour, bringing down about 735 foot-pound of downforce. I mean, hard to beat it. But if they don't fix these dealer issues and they continue to have engine problems, the Corvette, yes sir, my favorite, well, not my favorite, I'll be lying to you, but one of my cars that I love a lot will go the path of bye-bye. And there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. I'm signing off here. Your boy Mikey with Machini.com. I'm gone. Peace.